Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to your Friday reading. So I asked about the mug and the vibe for Friday, moving into the weekend. And what I heard was this: the bee's knees. So it's a very positive and uplifting message. It is a message of you are enough and you are good enough. Man alive. I have been reading some of the comments, and you all have led really interesting lives. Um, it's amazing, really, when you think about all the things people have done. And anyway, anyhow, there are a few we haven't heard from in a while, and I agree. I'm concerned. I don't know what to do other than just hopefully everyone's okay. This is a community of choice, and so I know people will come and go, and as time permits, or things that are going on. But anyway, so yeah. I'm a little tired, so I know I hope I make sense today. So I am making this or recording this Thursday evening. It's actually getting a little bit late, and I don't know about you all, man, but maybe it's the full moon, the super moon, the hunter's moon, whatever you want to call it. But holy moly, I have been, I think, up more than, I have weird restless nights anyway. I'm always up and down a lot. This one has been pretty interesting. So if any of you guys have had some unusual sleep patterns over the last few days, let me know. I have a feeling it's more than just me. It's always more than just me. But anyway, so thank you for all the comments, and thank you for the wonderful things you've said. And again, before I take up, I know I'm taking up a lot of time, but some people are making big life-altering and changing decisions, and so let's all hold everybody in our thoughts and send good energy and vibes. And if it's accepted, it's accepted, and if it isn't, then it will just go where it needs to go, and call on protection and help along the way for everybody. All right, because you know what? We're the bee's knees, man. We're the bee's knees. Okay, so I'm going to put my microphone here because the sound has been really tinny and weird lately, so I'm going to see if this helps. I don't know what's going on with it, but anyway, cheers. I made tea instead. Oh, it's an herbal tea. It's not very good. I'm going to put it here. That way we can see the mug, but I don't think I'm going to be drinking that. Ew. It's not very good. All right, let's get a message from, what the vibe? What is the vibe? Just that, you are enough. Like, well, that's pretty darn simple. Okay. Well, let's go into the Queen of the Sun Oracle. You know what? I feel like, because it's like you are enough, but I feel like, yeah, something's getting ready to shift. So we're getting ready to have a big shift in the energy and the current of the energy. What's coming in? Something's coming in. Maybe that's part of the fatigue and just being tired and not resting well, because it's kind of bubbling up and brewing up and the lid's getting ready to bubble off the pot or boil off the top of the pot. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, because this is going to be, I feel like they're showing me later in the month, and I don't want to go that far ahead. There's going to be some big core level changes coming, but I feel like that's going to be more November. Yeah. So let's just focus on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What is the energy for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Make your peace with the past. Get ready to move into the future. Everything will feel like it's coming to a standstill for the moment, when in reality, it is getting ready to, it's like the old steam engine trains. It's getting, once it gets that, builds that momentum, it shoots and goes quickly along the track. So yeah. So even though you may feel like there's a lull happening, it's just giving you a chance to catch your breath and get ready. Yeah. Okay. So heed that. All right. What is the message from the Queen of the Sun Oracle? What is the message from the Queen of the Sun Oracle? Mother, Father, God, and Holy, come into this space. Come into this space. Help us to understand what the messages are. Okay. Well, when they end up like that, that's what I'm taking. So what do we have here? I remember my glasses this time. I remembered. Aha. Okay. Kind of what I just was talking about here. So the first card is resilience. This is not a happy individual, clearly. This is not a happy card. If you have to be resilient, that means you are facing adversity that shows your resiliency. So this is someone who is caught in, wow, considering the weather lately, that's not, yeah, hopefully that's not triggering for anybody, but this is, don't get pulled under by events. Don't get in this. This is a general reading, you all. You do what you want to do. You know that. You know the drill. This can't apply to everyone. Even if little pieces of it apply to you, just take what does and leave the rest. But what I'm hearing about this card in particular over the next 3 days is that just be aware that there is an undertow, but you don't have to get sucked down by it and pulled away. Just know that you are, just hold on to that tree, hold on to that branch, make sure and get a good deep breath of air. Understand how resilient you are. You can do this. You have the strength to do this. And what's going to come for you next? Wow. Vitality. Look at the difference in this card. Wow. It's almost like they set the wheel, or that Ferris wheel that keeps you always on a loop and going around and around and around. Man, these women just set it on fire. They said enough is enough. Is there anything else I need to understand about this? I'm hearing fire dancers. Fire dancers. They have the ability to, whomever this is has the ability to. So if you resonate with this, great. And if not, again, move on with it. Water and fire are both incredibly powerful elements. Both can destroy, or with fire, you can even build, because it's very often fields are burned to help bring nutrients into the soil. A controlled burn. But these women, oh, it goes back to the message from earlier in the week too. So they're all starting to come together and make sense. So this is about finding that passion. Find your passion and set the world on fire. I don't mean literally, okay? But it means with what you know to be true about you and in your life. If you want something, go after it. That's the message I'm getting. Again, it's a general reading. You do what you need to do in whatever way works best for you. You know your own life. But this is, I'm hearing, an affair of the heart or a matter of the heart. And that doesn't have to mean romance. That could mean you about your life. Okay, I said just to pick it up. Yep. Okay. Interesting. And the card has life. Huh. Huh. Look at the crown of light coming off this person's head. Male, and again, so we've had male and female now. So this is, it's a genderless reading. But the light, almost like truly a crown of light, mimics that light. of the sun, and I see it as of the other side coming through. Someone is going in. Oh, okay. Just like minutes ago, was messaging with a friend, and I hope this is okay. I'm not giving a name or anything, but and this person asked the question, do some people just face more personal adversity than others? And I absolutely believe that. I think some people have lives that are simply harder than other people's lives. But there are many reasons for that. And it has nothing to do, I don't believe, with karma or you did something wrong in a previous life, so you're paying for it now. I don't believe all of that. I think we have lessons to learn. I think sometimes we come in to help others learn their lessons, and we agree to take one for the team and help facilitate someone else's lesson. I think some of it is because it's preparing us maybe for something we're going to do in the next lifetime, or we're going to take this knowledge back and use it in some way. I've even heard with research, about how to start altering human DNA to make them more empathetic, or, there's a lot of weird stuff goes on in spirit world, or in the spirit world. But one thing that I did suggest, and they're bringing it up to talk about now, when we craft a life plan, and I think there is loosely a plan, we are not 100% committed to it, just because free will is truly, free will can be our greatest gift or our worst enemy. And other people can choose to use their free will and not learn the lessons, and then that screws up stuff for us too. So there's always this kind of ripple effect, and it's hard sometimes for me to 100% buy into everything for a reason, because I really don't think so. I think sometimes people screw up their lesson, and then we have to pay a price. Now, I think there's a contingency plan in place for that, but because of free will, it's hard to say there's a reason for everything. Well, I kind of feel like that would mean we don't have free will. So as it starts getting a little trippy at a certain point, but I do feel like there are contingency plans in place. And I think if you are facing adversity, and for some reason this card was the one that made me think of that. So, and it's because this person is looking into the light of the other side and matching it around their own crown chakra. But if you feel like the adversity or the issues or the problems are just too much, because you know what, we bite off more than we can chew when we're planning a life. We're like, hey, yeah, we can do it. Oh, it's short. Yeah, blah. And then we get here. Oh my gosh. And then it turns into, yeah, we really are in these bodies for the entirety of this lifetime, and now we got to deal with this. So I think sometimes we do get a little cavalier with how much we think we can handle. So it's okay. It is okay to say, intervene, please. Spirit, I need you to come in and soften this. Change my plan. I can't handle anymore right now. Please help me to understand what it is I'm supposed to learn from this. And if it's something that can be softened, please soften it. Ask. That's all you have to do. And this is your life. You're the one that came into this life willingly. So you know what? You get to kind of, the spirit's getting a little, I don't know how happy they are with me about this, but I personally believe we have the right to say it's too much. And yes, we are always in service, and of service, but man alive, sometimes it can just be too much and overwhelming. So I do believe we have the right to ask that. So that is something to think about and consider. Now, does that mean you may have to live another lesson later on the same lifetime? or come back and do it another way another time? I don't have an answer for that. But you've got a few ways you can handle this. One is to ask for the plan to be softened and ameliorated a little bit. Or you can just say, help me, give me the strength to get through it. Help me to see the bigger picture. Help me to understand. Help me to learn the lessons that need to be learned so I can move through this as quickly as possible. So, okay. I spent a lot of time on that. I spent a lot of time on random stuff today. Okay. Let's use this deck. This is one that I haven't had long and I haven't really used much. It's kind of a cool one. And it goes into, let's see, you know what? I really am tired. I'm starting to fade. I'm like, okay. So I'm sorry if I'm, because it's like I'm extremely tired. But if I did go to sleep, my gosh, I'd be awake in an hour and then be up for 4 hours. So, All right, so this is the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Okay, so got this on Amazon, and it was already fairly inexpensive, and so, but I got it on sale. I think it was like $11, $10 and something, so $11. Hey, I like that. All right, what is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? It may build on that, it may not. The last one, they said, look at this card, Queen of Pentacles. And look at the rabbit. Those are fun yellow shoes too. Okay, so Queens of Pentacles, stable, secure. But she's holding that coin like a shield in front of her chest. She's going to protect herself. She's definitely going to protect herself. All right. But yeah, she's got the little cherubs on the back of the throne. So she is open. Oh, I get it. So this is someone who is open to possibilities, but is going to walk in with full knowing, full wisdom, and full understanding. So this is not someone who's just going to believe anything anyone says. They're saying take this one on the bottom. What is it? She is going to kind of shield and guard herself, but she will be open to possibilities. What else have we got here? The Nine of Wands. This is a funny card. She's like, I see you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. She looks like she's about to yawn. She's like, I'm just going to hang out here for a minute. You do whatever it is you need to do over there. Oh, that is so funny. And this woman is in no rush, okay? Wands are usually fiery action, but not in this case. And this particular card, I think kind of across the board, but in this card, she has her boundaries established and set. And that's what I'm getting. So again, this goes back to, and male, female, don't let that throw you. But this goes back to someone who is open to opportunities, open to possibilities, but will move slowly and say, I'm going to watch a little bit and protect my heart, but be open to the potential and the possibilities. And this one is sort of like, well, I don't even know if I'm open because I'm just going to hang out in my little fortress and hold tight for a little bit. Okay, take a deep breath, relax. Yeah, this is someone who has set up incredibly strong boundaries. All right, they're saying the one on the top and another one off the bottom. Okay. Knight of Cups. This is just a full-on equestrian with the little hat and the boots and the pants. The equestrian outfit. So this is someone who is, again, a very slow kind of, I'm going to come in with my cup, but we're going to be very proper about it and go through the paces. And then this one, and then the Two of Cups. Okay. How sweet. Oh, I used to have a pair of green shoes that looked like that way back in the day. Oh man, I loved them, but they were so uncomfortable. I mean, that was like 3 decades ago. I had shoes like that. Anyway, oh, they were just so cute though. Anyway, so this strategy works. It's okay. All right. So it's not a strategy, but it's just where you are. So be open to possibilities. And this could be in any area. Just because it's a Two of Cups, and that's usually romance, or a soulmate, that could be a child. That could be a friend. I feel like for some of you, I think the biggest majority in the group, it's going to be about a friendship. Yeah. But anyway, approach things with an open heart, but make sure and protect yourself along the way, okay? Set healthy boundaries. There is a method and an approach, and you're not in a race. Take your time. You know what your expectations are of how to be treated. So you're not trying to win a race here. People will show themselves when they show who they really are and show themselves. And what ends up happening is a coming together of like-minded individuals with true compassion and a willingness to share one's heart. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Wands, which is pretty much, again, a victory. Oh my gosh. And then on the top of the deck, the Ten of Cups. So that Two of Cups goes to having a united, happy family. Wow. Wow. So yeah, slow and steady wins the race. Okay? Slow and steady means that you aren't love bombed, that you aren't gaslit. It means that you go into a situation with clarity, thoughtfulness, preparedness. When you set healthy boundaries for yourself, you stop making excuses for other people's bad behavior. I think that's what I'm going to call this. I have to remember that. Yeah. Healthy boundaries means you don't make excuses for others' for the bad behavior of others. Okay. I think that's it. That is the main thing. Now, that could be in any situation, whether it's work, family, friendships, and that's the one where I'm hearing the bell. So it's like ding, ding, ding. So I think it's about friendships. It could be about family matters. It could be a personal relationship. Yeah. So the two main things here that happened in this reading for Friday, moving through Saturday and Sunday. Take a deep breath, rest, rejuvenate, pull your resources back together. Don't forget to do an energy retrieval if you need to. If you're new to the channel, in the community page for this channel, there is a linked, I kept saying 5 minutes. I think it's a 6-minute video that shows how to do an energy retrieval. Super easy, super simple, very effective. And just let yourself kick back and relax, if at all possible, for the next, all in total 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So because we're going to gear up and start charging forward, okay? Or moving with purpose. Even if we don't move quickly, we are going to be moving with purpose toward the end of this month. And then November, man, November is going to be a big shake-up month. I can feel it in my bones, okay? I could feel it. And it's going to be happy, but it's going to be, it's going to be pretty big. So anyway, and then be open. Don't wall yourself off is not what that coin or protecting your heart means, and again, it's general reading. But what it meant was be open to possibilities, but just sit back for a minute and observe, okay? And as part of that, set healthy boundaries so that other people don't have the opportunity to mislead you. And then from there, you move at your own pace. You do things when you feel like it's the right time to do things. Again, it's not a race. And eventually it will come together into the best of all possible worlds. You will find your community. You will find your friendships that are your close-knit, the friends who become family. You will find the person that will be your, soulmate connection. You will find, there will be happiness. And even if it comes from you with the relationship with your own life, you will find happiness within yourself because it's about and for you individually. If that syncs with other people, well then great. But yeah. Okay, I'm starting to ramble. All right, so please take care of yourselves. Be well. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just fading fast. I'm going to set this to air really early in the morning. I'm feeling, sometimes it's like I feel like I need to put this one out at like 3:45 for some reason, like a.m. I don't know. It's just, I think that's what I'm going to do. So some of them may come out as late as 8 o'clock, but it's just, I don't know what's going on, man. There's just, time is different. Time just feels different right now. Anyway, okay. I want you to remember that you have a perfect soul, first and foremost. I want you to remember that you are not alone in this world, that just because, we're all in different places and we all can't communicate at the same time. And it's just understand that there are people near you, in your community, around you, that are like you and are looking for the same things. And I want each and every one of you to just remember that. Try to find groups of like-minded people. Maybe find meditation groups or sound healing groups, or, and unfortunately I know there's always a fee for something, which I get it. If somebody's investing their time to host something like that, but book clubs are usually free. Find some book club that makes sense to you. It doesn't always have to be a metaphysical book club, but it could be helpful. If you're not familiar with the works of Joe Dispenza, he is an MD, Joe Dispenza. It's amazing some of the stuff that he has come up with, or not that he didn't come up with, because it's stuff that a lot of people, a lot of us have been doing for a long time, but he has been able to provide case studies that jibe with this physical healing as a changing the way you view the world and yourself. Now, that's being overly simplistic. Please understand that. But change your internal wiring, and then, hi, baby. Oh, little girl's up here. Okay, I truly am getting ready to ramble in a big old way. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think this is her way of saying, what are you doing? Pay attention to me. All right. Little face. Okay. All right. Be well. I am sending you so much love and so much gratitude. And check your, if you're subscribed to the channel, please check that. Make sure you're still subscribed. And also, there was a really good suggestion that if your comments aren't showing up, or if something's wrong, or something, and I may just not see it every time, just because sometimes it gets embedded in the replies and I don't always see things that way. But yeah, you might have to unsubscribe and then subscribe again. And people just drop off randomly, which is normal, but I think sometimes they drop off and they didn't know they dropped off. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. I know. Bye. I need to go. All right. We'll talk soon. Have a good week. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Man, rest, rejuvenate as much as possible. I know a lot of you are working because I feel like on Monday we're going to have to get ready to roll. Okay? All right. Isn't that right, little baby? Remember, she's a highly evolved being, highly evolved spiritual being in a tiny little baby girl body. Bye, everyone.